You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
Not to be a backseat driver, but can you say for sure you got the best monthly payment possible on your auto loan? Could it be that you might have gotten a better deal by shopping the loan at a few places and have a lower car payment? Next time, before you go car shopping, visit Communication Federal Credit Union first. Our auto loan experts will find you a perfect loan and get you the lowest monthly payment we can. Communication Federal, your auto loan experts. Restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Today, this breakfast isn't just breakfast. It might be the first McDonald's breakfast you're having at McDonald's again. This lunch might be a weekly tradition you hadn't had in weeks. And this dinner might be the first one you bought for not just you in a while. Whatever this order is for you, McDonald's will be here to take it.
Get more of the chicken you love with a delicious McChicken sandwich for $1. And for an extra $1, add a refreshing Dr. Pepper. Dining rooms are starting to reopen in certain communities at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too?
gambling in Havana. I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this. Ha!
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Otherwise known as Chat Lives Matter Night, right here live on KLRNradio.com, and we are your closing act. I'm Rick, he's Orty, and I had this whole thing planned out to do like his brand new big old long ass intro that I came up with the other day, and I'm too fucking tired, so we'll do it next week. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Fuck it, we're doing it live. God, it's been forever since I've done the show.
Well, yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for filling in.
I guess it has, because Jeff filled in, and then last week was debate night. Yeah. But, Yeah. So I guess it's been a minute.
No, actually, Jeff filled in twice for me.
Oh, he did.
So
Yes, that's right. He did.
Yeah, it's been almost a month. I think it was since we last did Toxic Masculinity.
Yeah, it's been about that long since we managed to pull that one together too.
Yeah.
We, for people that work all the time, we're such slackers.
Right. Yeah, it's just. I mean, my job is supposed to be slowing down, but my biggest accounts are actually ramping up right now, so I don't see this going away, and which pisses me off because this was the time for Orty's new show, and other things, other irons I had in the fire that are now once again tossed up in the air like so many chess pieces of the frustrated player. Or some other. I'm not good at analogies. Fuck, I don't know. What?
Well, hopefully the irons have at least been tossed in the water to cool before they get any more molten, because those have been in there for a while. Just so.
Yes, they have.
I finished your analogy for you. Do you feel better now?
Thank you. I'm usually better at those things, or not. Whatever. That's actually one of my favorite jokes to use is like come up with a really bad analogy and just finish it off with something else. I'm just bad at analogies.
Oh yeah, fun times. Oh, so what's new in your world? It's been a while since we've done this.
I just work and I finally got to do a Manorama last night with Vince and Charles. That was fun. We've got to really prod him into doing a show. He needs to get out of his shell.
I've been trying.
I know, but still.
I mean, it's not
everybody prod Sir Charles of the Vincent.
We should just start making everybody at him till he gives in.
Right. Or he just leaves Twitter again. One of the two.
It would probably be the second one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Sure, you guys, I'm going ham."
So. Okay, the last couple days, as you all know, I have always had a thing for Nikki Haley's legs. She's just got some fantastic getaway sticks. But now I just can't enjoy them anymore because I haven't been this disappointed since I found out that Coca-Cola is really just orange soda with caramel.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she did manage to destroy her own legs figuratively because she stepped in a double bear trap. So
right.
It's no wonder you can't really enjoy them anymore. They're basically nubs now.
First of all, the goddamn heels cringe. Fuck.
Dude.
But now, okay, talking about the double bear trap. First, Zelda, you didn't know that Coca-Cola was just basically orange soda with caramel?
Oh, don't tell me you're running poor Zelda's world again.
Yeah.
We just got her recovered from the last time.
So anyway, okay. So on top of the high heels thing, which cringe, she apparently spent way too much time at the UN because she first goes, nobody should be anonymous on the internet because it's un-American and a threat to democracy and you realize most of the people who wrote the Federalist Papers did those under a pseudonym. But now she backtracks it. And which is just even worse because, she's going on, Americans have the right to free speech, including having anonymous accounts on social media. But what it is like the Chinese and Iranians create anonymous accounts to spread chaos, and that's un-American. And okay, so how are you going to identify those people? Are you going to ban VPN? As Christina Pashaw said, you're going to ban VPNs? Says you're just letting your authoritarian flag fly.
Jeff does bring up a valid point. She's not even using her real name.
But, okay. God damn, I hate that. That is one of the, don't make me fucking defend Nikki Haley. But, yeah. Good point, Jeff, though. Yes. She doesn't use it. She does, but she doesn't. She does it much the same way that, Zodiac Killer Cruz uses his real name.
Well, all I'm going to say about that is if she's being that nitpicky about the names that should be allowed on social media, then she needs to change hers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But my funny thing is that it's like the one who usually goes after Nikki Haley the most with that is that legal chick from CNN who also doesn't use her real given Indian name.
Oh, so true.
Like RuPaul or who the fuck that is. Yeah.
I mean, they look like RuPaul, so I guess that counts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What about you? What's grinding your gears?
Other than, Joe Biden giving a press conference again, like a little over an hour ago and managing to say nothing for 20 minutes, answer 5 questions, one of which was to the wrong person, and then wobble off the stage. Not much. I mean, I just,
I loved when they were like clearing the press from the room. When it was like him, Blinken, and Z. And both Blinken and Biden look absolutely terrified because now they have to talk to the adult.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some things to say.
I think I'm gonna find that audio, and if I can get up early enough, I think I'm gonna have some fun with it for the morning shift because I have some edits I want to do.
I mean, I know you do a morning show, and I'm getting up around that time now. And so, but it's just kind of like, because it's been so long since the Kung Flu spew, I have to mentally prepare myself for the harsh glow from my computer monitors at 4 a.m. to listen to.
Just listen to it. Just listen to it on your phone. No glow required.
Listen here, you little shit.
Well, no, I mean honestly, this was my this morning was my first one this week. I wound up taking Monday and Tuesday off because, like I said, after I don't know, I went out to Bricktown on Saturday night, hung out with Office for a little bit, and then Sunday went to a birthday dinner. And I don't know if one of the people at the birthday dinner had the crud again or what, but by midnight on Monday, I was like, I'm dying. Honestly, I probably should have taken this morning off too. But I didn't because I was like, I hadn't done a single fucking show this week in the morning. I gotta get up, gotta do a show. And I'm glad I did because by the end of the show, I was like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. And then I got done with the show and then I took a nap.
As one does. Hang on. Okay, since Jess just showed up, I have to make this statement again. I have not been this disappointed since I found out that Coca-Cola is really just orange soda with caramel.
Why do you keep having to mess with people's worlds?
Because it fucked me up when I learned it like 3 years ago, and it's just because I drive for a living and I've got nothing to do but spend a lot of time in my head. It popped back in. It just popped in there.
I don't know. All I know is I have drank orange soda and I have drank Coca-Cola, and they do not taste the same to me. So whatever. It's
the caramel and the high fructose corn syrup. But no, Coca-Cola is the largest consumer of oranges in the United States.
Well,
and not just because they own Fanta.
They had to start using orange peels because they couldn't put cocaine in it anymore.
So, anyway.
Anyway. But yeah, so that was fun. And then, of course, the DC Fight Club has been fun.
Are you talking about Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens?
No. I'm talking about Mark Wayne Mullen going after the Teamster dude, and then there was a dude in the House that went after a Democrat in the House and called him a Smurf. Yesterday was fun. McCarthy was accused of throwing elbows in the hallway.
See, this is what we were talking about. This is right before the Civil War when members of the House beat another member of the House near death with a cane. It's coming. It's not just breathing hard.
I'm actually kind of surprised you hadn't heard that one. Hang on, I actually have somebody.
I've been out, I've been just so out of the loop. Not doing political shows for like a month.
Anyway, so give this a listen.
Working so well, then you'd see an increase in union jobs, not a decrease. 50 years ago, 33% of our labor force was union. Today, it's 10.1%. If you go back and you start looking at wage earned, if you actually compare comparable wages to ages, not a partisan point, but you go to all wages earned, not just comparing 16 and over to 54 to 64-year-old ages, you'll see that the actual average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that if you subtract the union dues, it's actually higher. Non-union employees are getting paid by roughly 1 to 2%, which is exactly what union dues are, is 1 to 2% of their salary. So I just wanted to set the record straight on that, and that's coming from statistics, all right? Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company myself, and my wife was running the office, because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
Oh,
guy.
stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down.
Oh, you're a clown.
Sit down.
Look at you.
You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can,
This
no,
is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. God knows the American people have enough contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies. And that's what-
I don't like you, because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
So we're going to stop it there because it keeps going on for like another 4 or 5 minutes. So since you can't see the video, basically what happens is Mullen calls out the dude who called him out on Twitter and says, well, why don't you stand up? Dude says no. So then Mullen stands up when he says, well, why don't you stand your butt up? And then, of course, Bernie Sanders is like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, so first of all, if there was really going to be a fight, I doubt Bernie Sanders could have stopped it. Second of all, my thing is, once you called dude out and he said, why don't you stand up? That already proved he was a pussy. You should have just let it go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing I could think of through that whole thing was when the episode of Deep Space Nine. What was it?
You talking about the one?
The one when all the bar employees went on strike.
Yeah.
And they were kind of being egged on by Chief O'Brien, and O'Brien was talking about one of his ancestors. He's all, yeah, he was a union man. So when O'Brien was talking about being a union, I was just chuckling through the whole thing. So,
but yeah,
they never found his body though.
I do remember that part. But yeah, I mean, and you know, I have had some differing opinions with people on social media today, and I'm just going to be honest. To me, you know, again, from Oklahoma, so you know, he goes on to say later that, you know, I'm from Oklahoma. If you're going to talk shit, you better be able to back it up. And I'm sorry, that's pretty much me. If you're going to talk shit, even if it's on social media, if I get to the point where I can actually call you out for it, especially when you say something like anytime, any place, cowboy, and I find a time and I find a place and you back down, fuck you, pussy. But the whole thing is, you know, Mullen at that point had no need to stand up other than grandstanding for the camera. Because at that point, he's like reaching for his rings and stuff like that. And again, it's fucking Bernie Sanders. It's not like dude could have really stopped him if dude was really gonna jump over the table. But at the same time, it's apparently in DC Fight Club, what happens in DC Fight Club makes it on the news. It doesn't stay in DC Fight Club because that wasn't the only instance. Again, in the House, I'm gonna see if I can find that one real quick. Hang on. I had him earlier, and then the computer was acting silly, so I killed them all. Of course.
I just want it to happen, though. I really do. Okay, we are already in clown world. Thank you to CERN. You know what? Until senators can just walk up and punch someone else in the mouth, then I don't think we're going to start on a course correction. Because everybody just keeps being, Twitter tough guys. Let some union guy just get knocked the fuck out for running his mouth on Twitter. And then all of a sudden you'll see civility and decorum return.
Well, and that's kind of the whole thing, right? And that's kind of my point of it. Is we've reached the point where everybody's just a bunch of internet tough guys. And the funny thing is, like, all these people that are like, oh my god, that Teamsters man would have made mincemeat out of Mullen. I'm like, dude, y'all don't know who this guy is, apparently, because he actually was a professional MMA fighter.
I was going to say, wasn't he MMA? Yeah, I think so.
I mean, and you can tell he's still built like one. But yeah, here's the other instance that I have audio for. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yeah, there it is.
The two escalating until Senator Sanders steps in.
Oh, wait, that's not...
You want to run your mouth? We can be two consenting adults. We can finish it
I
here.
guess it's got both of them together, so hang on just a second.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution?
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down,
Okay,
please.
we've already heard this one. Let me see if it'll get to the next one. Wonder if it already went past it. Oh, wait, there it is. All right.
House.
Continue to try to
reclaiming my time.
No, I'm not going to give you your time back. We can stop the clock. You all continue to. You look like a Smurf here, just going around and all this stuff. Now listen,
Mr. Chairman, you have.
I'm gonna tell you
no,
something.
Hold on. If we're not on time, we
disinformation.
You have gone on TV and said the president did something illegal. You're doing stuff with your brother. The American people have the same question.
All this is Congressman Kevin McCarthy is accused of elbowing a colleague. Congressman Matt Gaetz now filing an ethics complaint against the former House Speaker. Well, the House did pass a chaos on Capitol Hill.
Of course, Matt Gaetz is filing an ethics complaint. But yeah, so there's Fight Club DC version yesterday. So yeah, you had one Congress critter calling another Congress critter a Smurf. Apparently, the other Congress critter had no idea that just because you have an LLC, that doesn't make it a shell company, and that it's okay to buy land from your deceased father's will to make sure that you guys can hang on to it. And then tried to make a big old huge story about it. And he's like, dude, you have people that, because CNN tried to run with this story, everybody's tried to run with this story, and y'all have investigated me 16 ways from Sunday. If there was anything there would be something there, and you look like a fucking Smurf.
Good times. Seriously though, start beating the shit out of each other.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think I'm pretty. I don't think.
See, I'm all for the chaos. I thrive on chaos. Just bring it on. Let it just all burn.
I don't think Thunderdome needs to be just for debates anymore.
No, Thunderdome the fuck out of everything.
I'm just saying.
You want to propose a bill? Get in there and Thunderdome it. You survive, you get to propose your bill.
Thunderdome. 2 Congress critters enter, only 1 leaves.
See? This has been my mode all along, and I'm standing behind it.
But yeah, so that was.
They have proven they are not adults, and I'll tell you something else. You have to go to the Thunderdome for each paragraph your bill is long.
Oh, see, I can get behind that one. I really could.
All of a sudden, it'll be a sentence: "Thou shalt not."
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna propose a bill to get rid of taxes. How are you gonna do that in one sentence? Taxation is theft. We agree.
There you go. Commercial?
Yeah, I guess we have hit that point, huh?
We have.
Getting pretty close anyway. This kind of fits my mood for the day, so we're going to break with this one. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Stay tuned. I think we all want to be sedated. Let's not lie.
I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated. Just get me to the airport. Put me on a plane. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Before I go instead. I can't get to my fingers. I can't get to my brain.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you. See you, see you.
Not to be a backseat driver, but can you say for sure you got the best monthly payment possible on your auto loan? Could it be that you might have gotten a better deal by shopping the loan at a few places and have a lower car payment? Next time, before you go car shopping, visit Communication Federal Credit Union first. Our auto loan experts will find you a perfect loan and get you the lowest monthly payment we can. Communication Federal, your auto loan experts. Restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Stop the world, boy! I want to get off. Welcome back into the program, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Robinson. He's Orty Packett. You are listening to the Rick and Orty Show right here live on KLRN Radio. Our demise was wrong. We're still here.
Anyway, we are here.
We are here, although barely, because I've been up since 4 this morning. Anyway, so since debate night last week, which was just about this time, actually was this time last week.
It was this time last week. So
there's been shakeups and changes since. Yay.
I asked 4 times in the brief amount of time I was on the debate show, having gotten off work, why the fuck is Tim Scott still there? Apparently America asked that too, because he's gone.
Muskmouth has left the building.
I truly like the guy. I think he's a fantastic senator. I think in another time, in another era, he would have been a fantastic president. This is no longer the place for him.
Well, I mean, at least not,
he should stay
not now.
Not as president. He should at least, it's... We now have the American left openly being anti-Semitic. I don't think that it would be time. I think if Tim Scott were to win the nomination, the American left would regress back to slavery as quickly as they could. The case for slavery and these uppity Negroes.
I'm pretty sure they're going to anyway, because I put out a tweet about this when everything started, when it was apparent that all the masks were coming off and everything that I've been trying to tell everybody since 2009 was in fact correct, because I used to get this shoved in my face every week when I did a podcast with a liberal-leaning co-host about how the parties had shifted in the late 60s, early 70s, and the Republicans had become the Democrats, and the Democrats had become the Republicans, and now the Republicans were the racist ones. I haven't, we still talk occasionally, but I haven't even reached out to him about this. I'm like, so how are you feeling about that now? I really, really want to, but that would be just a really kind of low-hanging fruit, I told you so. Because, look, there are racists on both sides. I'm not going to pretend there aren't. But we usually do a pretty good job of, tossing ours out on their ass for the most part when we find them. The Democrats celebrate them.
Well, because it's different now. It's that, okay, the right, the left still has their blatant, open racists too. But they're more subtle and insidious with the soft bigotry of low expectations. They can still be absolutely racist as fuck, but they look like they're doing it from a kind place.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're not smart enough to get an ID.
Well, that's why it's worked for them for so long. But now the mask is coming off, because now it's not the soft bigotry of low expectations. It's, oh my God, you're fucking Jewish, die in fire.
How are American Jews still supporting Democrats?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
It's not like this is new. I mean, we saw Cuomo going after, the Hasidic population of New York, like fucking Gestapo. not being a metaphor, actually using the police. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a good bit of the democratic Jewish population is actually siding with Hamas.
Yeah, that's...
you want to talk about, like, Queers for Palestine making no sense.
That's just hoping the alligator eats you last. That's all you're doing.
I can't with that. I mean, it's like it's so bad that Israel created a Saturday Night Live style skit to make fun of America. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it.
I
saw it.
I was dying.
Yeah, that was good.
And no matter, like throughout the whole skit, it was like, if you come over here, I would throw you off the roof. Oh, he's gonna throw us a roof party. Isn't that awesome? It actually, unfortunately, kind of outlines exactly what the left is going through, because they tell them exactly who they are. Well, they don't mean it. They show them who they are with GoPro footage of the actual people beheaded. Oh, that's fake. That's Hollywood. They made that up. This is all Zionist propaganda. Stupid, dirty Jews.
So one of my new things on Twitter too. You mentioned that people who say Zionists unironically are obviously retarded. I'll just straight up say that. You said Zionists unironically, you're obviously retarded.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Yeah. Okay.
I was over here laughing my ass off and then forgot I was muted. Like, oh,
that's
shit,
good.
Nobody can hear me. But yeah, no, that's kind of been my new thing too. You know,
Speaking of retards, Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens.
Dude, that is like the worst WWE heel script flip I've ever seen.
I mean, okay, look, I've said all along, you could go back and listen to FUBARs from like 2015 where she had her awakening, and no, she's a fucking grifter. She's always been a grifter. And now it's becoming more and more obvious, and God, stupid people.
Well, speaking of grifters, Tucker Carlson is currently white knighting for her, so that's fun. Emphasis on the white part.
See, I liked Tucker. I never watched him. He wasn't my cup of tea, but I did like what he would bring to the table. Now that everything is clicks for pennies in his world, just like with the redheaded libertarian broad, and
we call her she who will not be named around these parts, because not really, but I usually don't call her much of anything, because
I had a name for her the other day. It was like Grifter McPie Chick or something like that.
That one would work.
Yeah. You want a professional in here? I don't think so.
Actually, we should call her Clickster McPie Chick.
Yeah, Clickcore McPie Chick.
Hey, that works.
There we go.
Dude, even if I ever get to the point where my account's
It's
big
so
enough to where
interesting.
but even if I could ever get to the point where my account is big enough I could monetize, I would not just be like saying the stupidest shit ever just to get people to click. I mean, come on.
See, people ask me why I don't monetize, and I'm like, well, I'm afraid of it changing the way that I post.
I don't think it would for me. I mean, hell, I don't even think my account would ever get big enough that I can. Even now that I've been on it more, I'm lucky if I can hit 300,000 impressions in a month. You need 5 million to be able to flip that switch, even if you're paying for the fucking blue check mark. And you need 5 million impressions in 3 months. Which is why
I get 1 million impressions. I get 1.5 million a month. Of course, then who knew Demon Core memes were so hot?
You suck. You should monetize then, because you'd already qualify. And you wouldn't have to change anything either. You could just post the shit you already post and get paid. You suck. You suck. I'm
sorry.
Busting my ass trying to get to like 1 million, and I can't even break half.
I just post shit that amuses me. I'm sorry.
Well, apparently the shit that amuses you amuses a lot of people if you're hitting 1.5 million impressions. So yes, you should monetize, because I don't know what the pay scale is, but you wouldn't have to change anything to qualify or keep hitting the mark.
What it is, I say this often, is that through my many suspensions, I have distilled down my follower base to the cream of the crop, the best of the best. I have a very active and engaged following on Twitter, and I don't know why, because I just post the stupidest shit. But thank every one of you for clicking and listening. But yeah, no, I've distilled down to a very engaged following.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to kill myself. Nerd.
You know, you need more memes.
Apparently. I don't know. I've been trying. I actually started making a few, but I can only afford free stuff right now to make them, and they kind of suck. So.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's most people like spend their day researching shit online. I just go through meme stashes. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could.
If I could get a crawl bot to do that while I was working, anyway. Find frog memes.
Oh man.
So okay, we've been talking. What's grinding your gears?
Well, I mean, we already talked about a little bit of what's grinding my gears. You know, we've got the whole. You know, I honestly, I'm kind of where you are at this point. As much as I am not a fan of the chaos, I think we need to let the FAFO juices continue to simmer, because I'm just getting really tired of all the, let's be really tough behind the keyboard, and then. That was my favorite part of that whole exchange, was after Mullins actually stood up and proved to the guy that he wasn't afraid to come down there if he was going to come down there. Dude's like, oh, so that's your answer to everything? It's like, motherfucker, you're the one that called him out.
Right.
You called him out, not the other way around. What do you mean is that your answer to everything? You were the one who said specifically anytime, any place, cowboy. That is a call out. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, because for somebody that likes to talk like you're from fucking the Gotti family and shit, apparently you don't know how stuff is actually supposed to go. Because back in the day, if you called somebody out, then you either stood up and dealt with it, or you went away with your tail between your legs and nobody fucking ever saw you again. Not this, I'm going to continue to be this Twitter tough guy and blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
It was the fuck aroundest of times. It was the find outest of times.
And that's pretty much where we are.
Yeah. So what are you watching?
What have I been watching? Let's see. There is... Actually, I really haven't been watching that much, to be honest. I've been trying a new approach when I go to sleep. I actually have found what is called frequency music. There's different frequencies that are supposed to help you be able to sleep and then help with like body repair, things like that. I will say it seems to work. Since I've been turning off my TV and turning that on, I've been sleeping a little bit better, which I think is part of the reason why it was so hard for me to get up on Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, I don't want to get up. But yeah, I don't know. And I don't know why. I don't know. To me, it always seemed like a bunch of hippy dippy crap, and I don't really know why. Because music really does music changes my day. As soon as half the time, if I'm trying to write or something, if I don't have music on, I can't even do it. I'm just like, I don't feel like doing this. That's I've noticed in the morning, usually on the breaks while commercials are playing, I'm jamming out to something. Otherwise, I'm trying to go back to sleep. But yeah, so I haven't really been doing the whole falling asleep watching TV thing anymore. So I haven't really been watching anything too terribly new, other than the new Frasier.
How is that?
That is actually... A lot of people don't like it because his brother's not in it, and they're like, it's not the same without him, especially because the dad's not there. But to me, the nephew, which is actually Niles and Daphne's son, kind of fills that role fairly well. So I enjoy it. It's not exactly the same, but it's not wokeified though either, because it's Frasier.
Right.
So it's different. And I kind of wish they'd do a little more throwback, because he's back in Boston, and it's a completely different bar that they're going into. The weird thing is, the apartment set almost looks like they recycled the one from Seattle and just kind of changed it up a little bit, because it's set up almost exactly the same. But I know that's not possible, because they don't keep sets around that long. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been enjoyable. I think it's up to episode 5, episode 6. It'll drop again tomorrow. Been watching the new Quantum Leap. That one I'm kind of on the fence with. I'm really kind of halfway through the first season, kind of started losing interest in it a bit, because it was and then they kind of really fucked up second season. I don't want to get, for anybody who hasn't watched it yet, I don't want to give anything away. But they did a time jump. That's really all I'm going to say. I know it's kind of weird to say that a time travel show did a time jump, but so they kind of fast forwarded a bit. So there was a big gap in time between season 1 and season 2, and everything's all fucked up now, and I'm not a huge fan. I'm just like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep watching this. Like, lately, I haven't really, I can't really say there haven't been things I've been watching. I've been researching how to figure out how to make money the right way. So I have been doing a lot of that. I have a bunch of books that I'm reading right now, so in between that and researching for shows and trying not to have TV on while I'm sleeping, I've been maybe watching, other than, prepping for shows, maybe an hour or two of TV a night. So I haven't really been watching much. Anyway, so now that I've rambled for like 5 minutes, what are you watching?
Well, okay, so I started rewatching Carnival Row because I really want to watch season 2. And I'm going to do that with, what was the other one? Shadow and Bone. But yeah, I started rewatching Carnival Row. It really is good. You can do a second watch through on it. If you watch it and you're like, oh, I don't know if I have the stomach for that to go through it to watch season 2. No, do it. It's just as good. And it's interesting because having watched it a second time, I can now remove Orlando Bloom from Legolas. They are no longer the same thing to me now. So, yeah. But no, it's if you haven't seen it, this was recommended to us by a friend of the chat, longtime friend. We miss you, Ron. Recommended to us by Ron, and great show.
Yeah, that's one of the ones only because Ron recommended it. I have tried like 3 or 4 times to get into the show. But to me, it has the Peaky Blinders effect. Everybody raves about Peaky Blinders. I can't make it through the first fucking episode without falling asleep.
I know, it's hard. Okay, so because it's like with Shadow and Bone, because you're taking in a whole world. It's not like something that's already been laid out for you 1,000 times. It's actually creative and new. So it's kind of like steampunk D&D, with a lot of other weird shit going on in it too. So you have to kind of like learn a whole new mythos, a whole new, franchise. And it's refreshing in that, because it's not like, the formula fucking TV sci-fi that, it doesn't take a huge investment of time to figure out what's going on in it. Like the episodic Star Treks. You can pick one up anywhere. And, obviously you're not going to understand the 4 lights thing, but you can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. At some point I may actually try again.
Yeah. No, give it a shot.
But yeah, so that's it, because I have my sister. I know, I don't technically have a sister, but I have 2 from my previous marriage who will not let me not call them sisters. So my middle sister is absolutely in love with the show Peaky Blinders, and every time we talk, have you started watching it yet? I was like, dude, I've tried 3 times. I fall asleep on the first fucking episode every single time. She's like, what's the matter with you? That show's amazing. I'm like, okay, I'm glad you like it. Apparently it's not my thing. Leave me alone. It's kind of like, you don't like Star Trek. Don't judge me. I still talk to you. You don't like Star Trek. Oh. So speaking of,
I recently found out they did a musical episode of Strange New Worlds, and now I hate it even more, and I've never watched an episode.
Actually, believe it or not, the musical episode is not terrible.
I don't want to hear it. That's okay. Everybody, Star Trek Enterprise is crap because the theme song had lyrics, but no, they could do a musical Strange New Worlds, and that's okay.
I didn't think the intro was crap for Enterprise, honestly.
Absolutely crap.
So what you're saying is you're wrong.
But it has been a long road getting from there to here. We disagree. One of us is wrong. I'm thinking it's you.
And I think you're wrong. So that means you're wrong twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I did have huge issues with Enterprise, like the whole, there being a Grand Canyon in Florida that never got talked about before or since.
Right.
So that was kind of when I started to have an issue with Enterprise. Not the theme song. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird. Not gonna lie, it was like, probably would have fit a little bit better. But honestly, my biggest issue with the whole concept of the Enterprise is during that time frame, the NX-01 should have been a Daedalus class starship. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Not.
You know what? Okay. The Xindi War was okay. It was cool. I liked the concept of the Xindi as a race too. Where it's like everybody, everything evolved to a sentient species rather than like there being one dominant.
Yeah.
Everything did. So I thought that was kind of cool. I liked the temporal Cold War. I thought that was an interesting take too, because that was, even though they did the Mirror Universe 2, which was an interesting take.
Actually,
I thought that was more interesting than the Mirror Universe.
Well, honestly, I thought how they did the Mirror Universe was kind of cool. Actually, I kind of, to me, that's another one of those ones, kind of like the Year of Hell on Voyager. I wish that would have been. I wish Year of Hell would have been an entire season like they had planned on it being, and I kind of wish that for the Mirror Universe too, because it was pretty interesting to me.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know.
Plus, Yoshi was hot.
Well, that too. But I mean, there was that, and she was a lot more sexual in the Dark Universe. I'm just saying. So that was kind of hot. But then anyway. But yeah, I mean, I've always been a Scott Bakula fan, even in NCIS New Orleans, which was like the least popular of the NCIS brand. Until this newest one, I guess now they're doing like NCIS Australia. I haven't bothered to watch that one yet. And somehow, even though the only remaining like actual character that's left is Tim, NCIS is still going. I'm like, how? But I guess since Weatherly's show didn't go so well when he split off to do Bull, apparently he may be coming back next season. So yeah.
That's like the Sliders when the only person left was the Crying Man. It's like, why are they still even doing the show?
Well, I mean that wasn't the worst part about the show. At that point, Sci-Fi had gotten a hold of it, and they just really kind of went, let's just make it weird.
Yeah. Let's just keep fucking this dead horse.
That must be an Amish thing.
No, it's a Hollywood thing.
Anyway.
So, we made it through a whole show.
We did. It's been a month in the making.
Yeah.
So, what else you got going on this week?
Tomorrow night I got Brad and I, entertainment writer Brad Slager, and myself will be doing the Culture Shift. Are we doing Jux this weekend, or are we going to skip and go back to normal time?
I was going to leave that up to you. I didn't know if you wanted to do a makeup this weekend, do 2 in a row, or if you just wanted to go back to normal.
We can do that. No, because we got to finish. We have all that research for the one. I swear we were cursed this year with the topic.
No, it was.
They put a hex. We were hexed.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of fits because remember we almost weren't able to finish the demonic possession one either.
Yeah, that was different. That was a whole bunch of darkness going on. This is just Forces of the Universe. This is like, okay, so one of the things we're talking about this weekend is the difference between jinxes, curses, and hexes, and this is like the show has been jinxed because someone's cast a jinx. And I said everything keeps happening that have prevented us from finishing the Juxtober.
Yeah, I will admit this is the first time that we've actually had to skip out on the last. We there's been, since we've done Juxtober, there's usually like 1 week where you have to say, okay, we're gonna push over. It's never been 2 in a row.
Right.
Yeah, so that was a little frustrating, but
yeah. And if something happens Saturday, I'm just gonna convince that that topic was cursed.
Yeah, I mean, if something happens this Saturday, we're just sticking a fork in that topic and moving on because I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And you know what? And that'll actually, well, yeah. I was going to say, without making it, kind of like all, self-fulfilling prophecy, that would actually lend credence to the whole topic. because we have been prevented from discussing. It'd be like if we did a Freemason one, and all of a sudden we started getting into car crashes.
Yeah, let's not. That's not even funny.
No, we're going to be doing one though.
Oh, I know.
Outside.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, what do you got going on this week? Where are you not?
Where am I not?
Because I could take a nap.
In my bed enough, apparently. It's about the only place I'm not. So tomorrow morning, of course, Rick Robinson show, and then since it's Thursday, we'll be doing the America Off the Rails show at 7 Eastern, then taking a break. I guess since you are doing your show, it'll be a 90-minute version of Rails, and then after that, after you guys are done, I'll be back doing the Jen and Rick show. Then Friday morning, doing the Rick Robinson show again, and then helping out with He Said, She Said, and then back around doing Juxtober with you, as long as the witches let us do our fucking thing. Fucking care. Anyway. And then that'll be it until Monday when everything starts over. When I'm not doing that, you can find me as the executive producer of the Loftus Party podcast. You can find me as a contributor on loftusparty.com and on twitchy.com. Although, because I've been dealing with a sick roommate for like a month, I've barely written anything, so I have to... The good news is she'll be in the hospital for at least a week, so she'll be able to play catch-up a lot this next week. Just saying. Although it's almost...
The good news is she'll be in the hospital.
Well, the only reason I say it that way is because she is in really bad health, and I've been having to take a lot of extra care of her. So
just giving you shit, man.
I know. Well, I realized how bad it sounded after I said it too. It's like, oh crap, that sounds like I'm an asshole. But then again, I guess I kind of am. So whatever. All right. So on that note, we're getting out of here because I have to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to start this shit over again. Bye, everybody.
Hail Hydra.
No, there will be no hailing of the Hydra. We've had this discussion.
How was I to know? She was with the Russians too.